Steve, thank you so very much in giving us this urban splendor. I wasn't even aware that Seoul had many green spaces. Nowadays, it's becoming more and more practice in a lot of urban areas that big cities, are designing green spaces into their inner core if they can. Especially with old buildings that are being torn away, instead of transforming it into a parking lot, a lot of consideration goes into actually making it into a green space for use by the community, and sometimes even for a co-op garden to be thrown into those areas. As for forests here in New Brunswick, well, we don't have a lack thereof. There's lots of green spaces available in Moncton, New Brunswick. We've got the Centennial Park, which is probably the biggest park. We've got Victoria Park, which is a smaller park, and they're all inside the city. The only one that's really kind of out of the way is Centennial, but they offer a lot more amenities that you wouldn't normally get at a park, such as they have a pool during summertime over at Centennial. During wintertime, they've got an activity. Well, actually, not winter. It's closed during winter, but the park is open for anyone to go tobogganing, snowshoe walking, cross country skiing, snowmobiling, even for those snowmobile enthusiasts. They've got trails that go from one end to the other in the backwoods. But they've got this nifty little tree climbing expedition that you can actually purchase. I think it's $35 per person for the course and for use of the equipment. It's called Trigo, and basically you're climbing harnesses, ladders, ropes to actually go from point to point, like one of the forgotten children from Peter Pan. The only thing you're not doing is flying. And also in New Brunswick, we've got a lot of provincial and national parks. One of our proudest national monuments is Fundy National Park, which I've been going since I've been 6, and I'm now 36, so 30 years of splendor. It hasn't received any big upgrades, but it has not been thrown into a disheveled state. The park has a golf course for those golf enthusiasts, so you can golf amongst the wildlife and hope that a gopher doesn't try to take your ball and go away. That's happened, by the way. Or chipping your golf with a left hook towards the highway and hitting a car. That's also happened. Or putting it very close to a fawn and its little deer. Oh dear, you would say. Anyways, but that's that. I saw that based on the pics and the scary art that they made that looked like zombie deer. Zombie deer. Oh my. The funny thing is that we call them deer, but they're not really deer. I forget what they're called officially in English. I know in French they're called cerf de Virginie. It's a species that was imported into New Brunswick and to many parts of Canada by hunters. They're not native to Canada, if I remember correctly. But with that said, folks, I hope you have a nice one. And Steve, I absolutely adore this. I love the fact that you and Joe take us to wild places, and some places aren't so wild. Some are truly, truly a beauty to behold. But it's always the fact that you take the time to do this your way and her way, and you make it so spectacularly entertaining without even putting much effort into it that it's absolutely a joy to see your vids. Have a nice one.